Hey everybody, this is Harry coming back to you again. Hey gang. I have a bit of a haul. I guess I had a little bit too much extra money to waste. Actually, just bargain buying movies that I wanted, and then I started collecting. And I have, oh geez, not including this one because I already showed it in another video, but I might show it again. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 titles to show you since my last pickup. And a lot of these, like I said, are bargain shopping items that I found online. Twilight time, now that I've gotten hooked on, it's been having a great sale going on, so I picked up a few of their titles, and I got a couple more on the wish list that I need to get. And I got one that was a gift from a fellow YouTuber. So let's start it. And this came from Gray 1951. He had an extra copy. This, if you don't know, it's Mike, one of the grumpy old men. He had an extra copy of this film from Classic Flicks MGM DVD called The Killer is Loose, which I'm watching this tonight. I didn't want to watch it until I made this video. I want to thank Mike for sending it to me. He braved the elements, made his way to the post office in Champaign, Illinois, and sent it. He gave me a nice little note, which I won't read. But it's a nice package for a DVD. It's got a nice inner sleeve there. And this film stars Joseph Cotton, Rhonda Fleming, and Wendell Corey. And then he sent me the inner sleeve for Warner Brothers Archive collection, Chained, which now I'm going to order and get because it's got Clark Gable. My wife is a big Clark Gable fan. I like early Joan Crawford films. Pre-code 30s Joan Crawford. I love to death. She was a dancer in a lot of those films too, from what I remember. I had one called Paid that I got on Warner Archive, which was pretty good. Oh damn, there's a lizard. You see it? A lizard crawling up the side there. Got me a little Twilight Zone card here. Complete Twilight Zone trading cards. creepyclassics.com, monster us.us. So sticker, decal, bookmark for Jane Addams Bookshop in Champaign, Illinois. So when I'm up that way, eventually, once all this mess is over, planning on going up to Illinois, not soon, but once this mess is over, I want to do the Abraham Lincoln thing. Big into history, so I like Abraham Lincoln. And then he got me Spock postcard, put it in there. He's keeping away the coronavirus from my house here. So yeah, thank you, Michael. I really do appreciate this. I'm looking forward to watching it. I didn't want to watch it until I posted this video that I got it. This is kind of I don't want to say a payback or whatever you want to call it. Doing a favor, pay for it. Anyways, I had two Harold Lloyd films, Kid Brother on Criterion. I accidentally ordered two, and so I sent him a copy about a year ago. He well wrapped this, by the way. He did really well, wrapped it in newspaper and such, and he got on to me about not wrapping the Criterion in bubble wrap. I just put it in a bubble wrap wrapper or envelope and sent it on its way. So bad me, but thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Looking forward to watching that. Then this other one I found on eBay. It's a film I always wanted. I actually had a bootleg of it, a copy of it from another from this DVD, matter of fact. But it doesn't like to play well when those bootlegs, so I went ahead and bought this on eBay. Found it for $11. It's out of print. It's Dinner at 8, and it's an ensemble cast. It has Marie Dressler, who was like one of the biggest Hollywood stars at that time in the early 30s in the pre-code era. She was the biggest star. You don't hear about her now. Google her. Check out her IMDb page. She's in Tugboat Annie and Min and Bill, the other films I have. John Barrymore is in this. Wallace Beery, Jean Harlow, Lionel Barrymore, Lee Tracy, Edmund Lowe, Billy Burke. Billy Burke, Ian will know from Wizard of Oz, The Good Witch. She was also married to Florence Ziegfeld. And Philip Holmes, and it was directed by George Cukor. Dinner at 8 DVD. $11, eBay. I'm glad to have it official release on it. And it comes with a documentary with Sharon Stone, Harlow, the Blonde Bombshell, and a comedy short called Come to Dinner, which is a parody of Dinner 8. Just read you here the back of this and tell you what it. Dinner 8, a vastly entertaining behind closed doors glimpse into the lives of the troubled and troublemaking. Who's who of people invited to a posh Manhattan party. It's served with ample helpings of humor and melodrama, buoyed by the success of the studio's multi-storied Grand Hotel. So basically, it's sort of because Grand Hotel was so popular that they went ahead and made one like that for this. Producer David O. Selznick aspired to something grander and found it in this George Cukor directed adaptation of the George S. Kaufman Edna Ferber-stage hit. Highlights include Jean Harlow and Wallace Beery's bitter battle of the sexes, which is funny. It's really funny. Probably one of the best performances Jean Harlow ever gave. Hostess Billy Burke's tizzy fit and Marie Dressler's grand dam worldliness. Of course, there's only one way to catch all the great moments. Dinner at 8. Don't be late. It's a great film. Like I said, probably Jean Harlow's best film. Oh, damn, boot wagon just went by. That's a good sign. Yeah, so hopefully you can catch this. Find it on eBay. It's out of print. Like I said, it's about $11 now. I found that. Some of them are fetching for $20, $30 online. Another out of print one from Warner Brothers that I picked up is one that I used to watch on TNT and where else? TNT and Turner Classic Movies. A 1935 film with Victor McLaglen, The Informer, with Heather Angel, Preston Foster, and Margot Graham, Wallace Ford, Una O'Connor. Una O'Connor, Bride of Frankenstein, the woman who screeched, screaming in The Bride of Frankenstein. Good film. Chip Nolan is played by Victor McLaglen, and he's an informant for the British on the IRA. He's broke. He has no money, and he's trying to get money for food and drink and maybe a passage to America. And he actually did it for a girl, a prostitute, and to help her, and gets in over himself, starts spending the money. Because his best friend, Frankie McPhillip, gets killed by the Black and Tans. He's trying to escape because he's wanted. And good direction, beautifully filmed on a shoestring budget, and it looks good in black and white. They did really great on the budget they had. And there's no booklet or anything, but there's there. But I picked this up for $5.99. This is out of print also, but it is on the Warner Archives, which is, I didn't want it on a DVD-R, which they're fine, but I wanted the official studio release of the DVD, actual DVD. So The Informer for 1935, and those are my eBay pickups that I have. And now this one here is Midnight Express, a digibook. Just came in the mail today. and I paid $4.99 for it on Amazon. I posted a link in the Grumpy Old Men group that we have. Jay collects and all that, and Ian and all that. I don't know if he can get this over in the UK. I haven't seen this like in forever and a day, but for $4.99 I couldn't pass up a digibook like that. I don't have many. I have a few, like North by Northwest I have, and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington and Lost Horizon. And so it's good to have this on here. So I might watch that sometime this week, Midnight Express. And let's see here. It's Cast. And I don't know why men in the 70s thought that was sexy. But anyways, Midnight Express, $4.99 pickup from Amazon. I guess it was a marketplace seller. Another one I picked up. I went to Blu-ray.com and I was looking up the French Connection 2 because I have the French Connection. It didn't have French Connection 2, so I had to have, to be completist, you got to have French Connection 2. $5. Amazon. $5. Took a week to get here. California. It was French Connection 2, 1975 with Gene Hackman. Decent film, not as good as the original. He becomes a drug addict in this film. Not by choice, by the way, but there's a disc for that there. So French Connection 2, glad to have it. Wasn't directed by William Friedkin, but it was John Frankenheimer directed that one. So there you go. 20th Century Fox. Sometimes you can find a lot of these older 20th Century Fox titles going for cheap now because, Disney owns them, so they're trying to unload them. Another one popped up for sale, $5, Stallone. And as soon as I ordered this, it went back up to $9. Over the Top from 1987. I haven't seen this in ages. I think the last time I seen this was probably on VHS back in the 90s. Early 90s, before DVD come out. Over the Top, it was on, I seen it. It was on Blu-ray.com, and then I seen Over the Top. I was looking for Stallone films, and it said $5, sale. Ordered it, and then when I went to check on the order, I seen it went back up to $11. So cheesy 80s goodness, oozing of cheese with fun, right? That's what you get. Just the enjoyment value of them. All right, then noisy. Took Jay's advice and ordered from HamiltonBooks.com. They have a lot of horror films on there that I'm not keen on, but they have a lot of different other films as well. And they're like, some of them are $4.95, $5, $11, some $17. Depends on what you order. So I went on there and I said, I'm going to just order 3 titles, keep it around $20. And was able to pick up 3 titles. This one here, another Fox title for $4.95. All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise, Leah Thompson, and Craig T. Nelson from the early 80s, 1980, early Tom Cruise film. Basically got it for Leah Thompson. I'm a big, back in the day in the 80s, Leah Thompson was my girl. The red hair, the auburn hair, and and this one here you see a little bit more of Leah than you see in the other movies. So the 20th Century Fox film. So All the Right Moves from Hamilton Books. Yes, Jay, those packaging is. I like to know how they get them in there, but opening wasn't too bad, but it was a little bit of a hassle. Then I picked this up. I don't own a 4K. Eventually I will, but I couldn't pass this up because it does have comes with the Blu-ray. It's Christine for $7. No slipcase. Kind of disappointed on that, but what do I expect for $7, right? A 4K title. So I picked this up, and actually I only watched this about a year ago. My daughter has it on DVD, And I said, I want to watch that Christine for some reason. So I watched it for the first time. I enjoyed it, and now I got it on Blu-ray 4K, $7 from Hamilton Books. And then I picked this one up for $4.95. Rolling Stones. Jay has ordered the same thing. Great minds think alike. Some Girls live in Texas, 78 Rolling Stones. This one comes with a CD as well. And lacking on songs, only 17 songs, but looking forward to it. I popped a little bit out there to listen to Miss You. The picture looks alright. Can't wait to watch the whole show. But anyways, Rolling Stones fan. I'm a Beatles fan. But I can live with the Stones. I love the Stones too. But not as much as I do the Beatles. Alright, then we go to Twilight Time. The films from Twilight Time that I picked up. You ready? So I picked this one up. This was the last one that came in. Cowboy from 1958. Glenn Ford and Jack Lemmon came in and watched that the other night. Comes with a booklet, and then there's the disc art, and then the inner sleeve art here. Not a bad film. Pretty good. Kind of felt like I was shortchanged a little bit at the end, but sometimes you wish some movies would be shorter. I thought this one should be a little bit longer. It's 92 minutes. A good film, beautifully photographed. You pick it up. I got this for $8.98 on Twilight Time. So the sale's still going. I got one or two on my wish list there to pick up this week. Next one I got is Alexander the Great. Tried to watch this the other night, just couldn't concentrate on it. Especially with Richard Burton with a reddish haired, sandy haired wig that looked terrible. Anyways, this is 136 minutes long. But it looks good. I love the cover. There's the disc art and the booklet. It's Alexander the Great from 1958. Then I got Prayer for the Dying from 1987. Mickey Rourke film before he got the plastic surgery. Bob Hoskins. It looks like Phil Collins in the movie. And Alan Bates. IRA movie. Another IRA movie. Decided to give up. The IRA stopped killing people, and it's a good film. Not bad, underrated. I've seen it years and years ago. Probably the 80s was the last time I seen it. I think it was on HBO. My wife had, my first wife Tracy, had it videotaped it off HBO, and so when we got married, this was before we got married. She videotaped it, and then I wound up watching it with her one night when we were going over that movies. Next one, this was an out-of-print film, Twilight Time, The Last Detail with Jack Nicholson. I wanted to get this one so bad. I had used to see this on late night TV back in the 80s, and I wanted to have it, and now I got it. $25 on eBay. It was sealed. I enjoyed it. I might watch it again. There's Jack, and sit there. Then I got this one here, 1966, Born Free. Twilight Time. This one was, they said going fast, I guess, because this came out in about 2015. Anyways, and there was a limit, 30,000 units, so it's not, I guess, not one of their popular titles, but to sell out. But I picked it up just to have it because I was mistaking this for another film, probably Atari or something. But anyways, I remember watching this on Saturday mornings. And Sunday, I thought I'd never seen it before, but then when I popped in and watched it, I said, "Oh, I know this film." Yeah, Born Free. Then another out of print title. Got this on eBay. Moscow on the Hudson with Robin Williams from 1984. With Alejandro Rey, Maria Conchita Alonso, Clement Derricks, and another film I remember from the 80s, from the HBO days. So, glad to pick this up. This was $19 on eBay. Kind of hard one to get. Maybe one day. I gotta look for Survivors. Remember that movie with Robin Williams and Jerry Reed, Survivors? Where they're hunting. Jerry Reed's hunting him in the woods. Came out around the same time. So Moscow and the Hudson. And there's one, I think I showed last one, but the fortune cookie. And then the other one I have is Panic and Needle Park. So I'm going to drop them this time. And this is over 20 minutes long. You're going to kill me. Anyways, there's my haul for the last 2 weeks. Thank y'all for watching. Comments are welcome. Tell me what you think of the film. And if you have them, if you have them, if you don't, let's talk about film. Thank you for watching. Everybody be safe. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. Mail order. Thank you. Bye.